welcome back everyone to this episode. In this one, we're going to be finishing off the neck and installing the lighting for the torpedo launcher. Alright everyone, welcome back. Alright, before I actually get started here with the neck, I went and I got my model, and this is supposed to be the color here for the fronts of these. That's the wrong color. In the instructions it says duck egg blue, but that's the wrong color. As you can see, that's that color. It's intermediate blue, which is what I'm gonna have to do here. So I'm gonna get that done, and then I'm going to attach the struts to the engines, and after that we'll get on with the neck. There we go. Much better. Very good. I am very happy with that now. Just gotta let that dry, then I gotta apply the, put the struts on. So you're getting the strut in place. Gotta run the wiring here. Have to do one at a time, I guess, here. I probably should have had these ones just a tad bit longer. Yeah. I'm gonna do these ones first because they're the longest. Okay, so you saw me trying to fiddle to get the wire through. I'll show you an extremely simple solution to fix that issue. Okay, you take a sturdy, strong wire. Make sure it's long enough. You poke it through the end that you want it to come out of. Put a little hook on the end, like that. Take this side, put a hook on that end, and then you just pull it through. Just like that. And I do it 3 more times, and this will be wired in. There we go. See? Just like that. In less than 2 minutes, you got the wires all run. Now I can glue this in place. Looks good. So I'm just going to add an extra bead of glue on the outside here. Even though it's locked in place, there's still a chance that it could break off, especially during shipping. And that's really what you don't want. Okay, so that's gonna dry real nice. A little bit of touch-up painting around there, but that's to be expected. See all the wires there hung out there. Looks good. Do the next one. Once that's done, then we can start on the neck. All right, now those are done. Let's get on with the neck and install the lighting for the torpedo launchers. Okay. Boy, this is the exciting part, man. It's like Christmas time, opening up my gifts. Okay, there's the board and the switch that will be installed into the stand, which is good. The wiring. Heat shrink. The LED lights, white, red, and white. All right. So I got all the instructions here. And I have to put out a special thanks to Madman Lighting for providing this. And I have the other light kit on the way is for the landing bay. Once again, thank you, Madman Lighting. Free plug for you guys. Yeah, and this is especially where this little funny tool comes in. It's you have to do tight wires, wraparounds for these poles here on the ends of this for the wiring. Okay, figuring the power. Looks flasher, connecting the LEDs. Okay. Okay, so it's gonna have fiber optics as well that connect to the lights. I don't know if I'll need the fiber optics, but I'll have to go over these plans a little bit more, read all the way through it, make sure I understand it, and then it will be a simple task. Now, the plastic here, that solid plastic, I have to cut that out of there for the launchers. Guess what I can do is I can just like temporarily place this in spot. I don't need to cut the whole thing out. Just the points here where the light is actually going to shine through, and that's all I need to cut out. So this you can, the lights will operate from 6 to 12 volts. So that's fine because this model will be operating on 6 volts. So that's good. That's good. That's perfect. All right. First thing we need to do, according to the plans, is hooking up the power, the red and black power wires, which are these two right here. So I just need to strip off an amount of wire and then tie them into the pins here. And my X-Acto is getting dull. Okay. Now this is where I take this. Now there's like a little hole in the top part. You put the wire in through the hole there. Now on here, this is negative and the bottom pin down here is positive, according to the plans here. So put it over top of the pole and just twist around, just like that. And of course I break it off. What else is old? That's something you have to think about too, is that these wires are extremely delicate. This is just like a speaker wire. Which is pretty much what this is. All right, I was having a lot of issue with this wire. It kept breaking. It's just too stiff. So I'm using my own wire here. It's a lot more malleable and it's less prone to breaking off. So I'm going to attach that as my primary power wiring. All right, so double checking the plans, make sure I got the right side. Negative and the bottom here is positive. No. Okay. Just like that. Looks good. Now, to make sure these aren't going to break off, I'm going to add a little bit of the hot glue on that just to surround the attachment point, and it'll keep that from moving, thereby keeping the wire from breaking. There. Just keep it all wrapped up, make it nice and tidy while you work on the rest of the wiring. Alright, the next thing I need to hook up now are these lines here that actually go to the LEDs. So on here, that's this pole right here, these two poles. So this is the top and the bottom is underneath there. So the top here is negative, black, and the bottom there is red, positive. So I got these two lines here. I just got to attach those. That actually go directly to the LEDs. Okay, so again, using my fancy little twister tool here. Once again, I don't want these to move, otherwise you're just going to snap off. Okay, now these pulls here on the ends, that's the for the power. Yeah, the power. So I got to attach power lines here just so I can do a test here. Okay, it was these poles here. This is the power wire here. I already had it connected. Duh. So you can see it's working. Looks good. Now I'm just going to work on the LEDs here now, using the heat shrink to hold them together, and take it from there. Okay, before I get too far ahead with this, I'm going to shave out or cut out a portion of the plastic here to be able to let the LED light through. So I need the photon torpedo launcher bit here, and then I got to find the point on here where I need to drill out the hole, and because I'm not going to cut out all the plastic, I want to keep that there. The only holes I need is just big enough for these slits here that you see. And then I'm going to have the LEDs in the back here on either side. I don't need fiber optic line for that. Okay, so you can see inside there where I marked it out. And that's where I got to cut the holes on both sides. Okay, just like in the instructions there, got to put these into that sleeve there, the box. So I got 2 pairs, well, 3 pairs here. One red and one white go together into that box. I'm going to put one on that side and one on this side. Okay, I got it working. Not the way I wanted though. Because you got these, the plunger here. And that fires like that. But what I wanted, like I said, one side fires, then the other side fires. I could only get the white light that flashes at the end to work. Now, according to the plans here, with the power, and then you got the 4 terminals for the 4 LEDs. Now, the issue here is, this is the power here, and then you got the 4 terminals. But this is a power terminal, same as this, but that's polar opposite from this one. So I only have 3 terminals for the lights. Needless to say, it's frustrating because the sequence I wanted fire, then fire. But I can only get them both firing at the same time. So a little bit disappointed with the Tina controls. Just a little bit disappointed. But overall, the effect is still going to be exactly what I want, just not the way I wanted it. So I got, let's see, this is the red, this is the white. These reds fire first, then the flash on the white. This terminal here is a white, which is, I assume this was going to be a red. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. So it'd be white, red, white, red. But that's a power terminal. So a little bit disappointed. I ended up burning out both white lights. I have no idea how I did that, so I had to replace those. But everything works fine. It's the circuit is fine. It's just for some reason that is a power, and I don't know why. But other than that, it works. So now let's get these installed. So I got this glued in place. So I'm going to put the set of lights on that side and one set of light on this side. Then we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, so but and for that, using a 9-volt power source. So I guess the entire ship's going to be run on 9-volt power source. Should actually be, yeah, that's fine. Oh man, what a mess. So, don't really need that. Got some extra wiring here. That's good. Okay, so what I need to do... Oh, by the way, if anybody out there with experience on wiring this, please let me know how to wire it properly. This is my first time. I'm just glad it works. So I filled this up with window maker stuff. Looks like it needs a little bit. No, it's fine. And I just had that taped up because I just needed to make sure I had these in the right spot for each light. So that's that set there, and this is the other half. Okay, so what I need to do here, well, I got my own heat shrink. It's a bit smaller. Yeah, this size right here. Just to keep the light, hold them together. But I need to keep the pins from touching each other too. So what I'm going to do here. Uh-oh. Getting a little low on the... All right. All right, there we go. Looks good. Do a test. Perfect. Okay, so what I did here is back here I got heat shrink on there, and then another heat shrink on a smaller one here, so these terminals don't touch. And then I got the big thick one to hold them together, with it sticking out just a little bit so it fits down inside the cutout hole there. All right, one more quick light test. Oh, is it plugged in? Oh, the terminals were touching. Dude. Perfect. Actually, I'm going to do another quick light test with that in there before I glue it in split place. All right. Okay, to get the proper effect that I need, I'm going to use these fiber optic lines that came with the kit. So what I need to do is I use the hot heat gun, flay out the end here a little bit to widen it out a bit more, and then try that. Okay, kind of like that. So that it gathers the light from both LEDs. Because I'm going to put the LEDs like back here a bit on the neck, and then run the LED right into the torpedo launcher area. Okay, let me see here. So I need, here's my tube here. Don't need it very long. I don't know, this might be, so it goes on here like that, and then this would go inside right up to the LED light like that, and then I run it down inside there, and that way both of those lights will be smoothened in together, rather than make you see one side shine red and then the other side you see a flash of white. That's not quite the effect you want. So shrink it down just a tiny bit to start. Push this right up. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick light test here, just see. Alright, so you can see like that. Well, I'll try it. It's okay. So it looks like that. All right. down just a little bit more. All right, now figure out how much I need. Because if this is going to go here, actually I want to bend this down just a little bit here. So it goes here like that, and then I need to mark it here. Okay, so it goes there. I had to get a new sharp blade. Do another test. Whew, bright. Almost blinded me there for a second. Okay, now this goes down there. Looks pretty good. Let's see here. That's better. Okay. All right. So let's get this glued in place. Let's see here. I want to get this turned down a bit. Perfect. All right. Now, this side here is going to be a little more difficult because I got to put it on this side. So I got these wires here ready to connect to this side to light these lights up. So I need to get this placement. So this and I have to go back this far. Oh, first, let's get the end here flayed out. Oh yeah, nice and bright, good. So just like that, like before. And then we got to get these, just like before. Put that in there. So here, and then mark it how long I need it. So while that's on there, I might as well hook these up. So positive, green is positive. And of course, not enough. All right, time to glue these halves together. Okay, so I got that together. I got this here is a main power line coming down from the saucer into the engineering hull. The main power going up to the saucer, and it also lights up all the lights in here. Let's do a quick lighting test. I'm gonna use a 6-volt here. Oop, there we go. Come on, touch. Here we go. Not bad. Not bad. Really looking good. All right. Well, that's it for this episode, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. A little bit tougher to do this one. In the next episode, we are going to be finishing up the lighting of the engineering hull. Please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads. If you have any questions or you want me to do some commission work for you, contact me at epyc.models@gmail.com. Also, check out my website, www.epyc.models.com. See you all again later. Bye.